and it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening. Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
They're on the
tackle made there by Frank Clark.
On the play. Second and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Focusing on me with some Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Switch it.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up.
The 23-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Jackson going to run. Gets around him. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run here with Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's tackled.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Jackson had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He finds an opening past the 40. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Chiefs nothing.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Ravens 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
The 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
The Chiefs.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see a little bit more of McCole Hardman as a receiver in year 2. First year, used him a little bit as a gimmick. Throw it to him occasionally, some jet sweeps, maybe some return game. But he really came on late in the season. 538 yards, 6 touchdowns. A pretty darn good year for a rookie receiver. And really made his huge impact as a return guy. Earned a Pro Bowl nomination in his first season.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Is Mahomes on third. He is going to find Hill here. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Line now, 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Butker's kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
First down, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
To Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
All-pro regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Eight yards to go on second down. They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Jackson now to throw on third down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second and 9 now from the 21. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Tyreek Hill. A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. 1 yard gain.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now it's Mahomes again. Flushed out right.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Mahomes now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So that'll back them up 5. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
9-yard line.
Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Well, this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Play brings up 3rd down and goal.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
4th down and goal.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And got his man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Kansas City.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
That's the reason we going for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson from the shotgun. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Chiefs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on the list, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LREs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say up, so what you gon' do? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You built like that. Hey. Won't you get down?